Hello, Brento with Octane here. In this video, we are going to take a look at a 2022 Buick Enclave Avenir, front wheel drive. Okay, so I am at the Buick Enclave, and I am a little biased toward Buick. I've owned a Buick for a long time. My car in college was a Buick. My car currently is a Buick. I have a Buick Rendezvous, so this basically replaced the Buick Rendezvous back around like in the 07 range. So let's take a look at this thing. We've got a 2022 Buick Enclave Avenir, I believe, or Avenir, and this thing is topping out at a whopping $58,000 for front wheel drive. So what do we get for that? Well, it is a beautiful exterior in my opinion. Let's see what we've got in terms of door handle. This one does open with the handle. It doesn't actually have the whole thing move with it. Materials inside are actually quite nice. I do like this beveling that they have in here. Kind of looks like a leaf or leaves, which is really pretty cool. Again, switches have greatly increased. It does have a nice switch feel to it. Looks like we've got a max 3/4 or off in terms of the rear liftgate if you want to open it up all the way, 3/4 of the way or off. So let's go ahead and jump in. This thing is nice. This thing is probably top of the line, which is why it is $58,000, almost $60,000. The seats are quite nice, the materials are nice. Let's go ahead and spin you guys around so you can take a look. A lot of controls on the wheel, which is spectacular. It does have some paddle shifting, I'm guessing maybe for some sort of sport mode. We've got switches here for the heads-up display. Heads-up display is awesome. You can see how that is mounted up there. That would project onto the windshield so you guys can see the information without having to look down at the speedometer. We do still have some analog dials of some sort. I'm not really sure what they do. I'm going to guess that is fuel and temperature. I'm going to guess that might be either speed or tachometer, one of those two. Two cup holders in the center console, a lot of storage with an SD slot. I'm not really sure why they have an SD slot in here, and wow, look at that. I can actually take the SD. I don't know if anybody has realized that they could do that. It means nobody must be in here playing around. All right, so we have an engine start stop button. We have the dashboard with the swooping displays. Let's see if we open up this. All right, that cannot be all of it. Nope, I thought so. There is quite a bit of space, not too much. I'm not really sure if stacking is the best way to do that because either you could crush things. However, if somebody is trying to hide something, that might not be too bad, because if you're not looking or not thinking, you wouldn't think to pull this up, although it does not sit in there that well, so it's pretty flimsy. Everything is a button. Oh, okay, drive is actually a switch. That's kind of unique. Reverse is also a switch. Park is a button, and low is a button. Interesting. We do have the buttons for the climate control. This is very centered, even though there is this grab handle type thing here, and I don't know if I aesthetically like that. I'd prefer a much cleaner dash and remove this, because if you're going to have a center console that's geared in the center, why have something separate your passenger? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Down below, we do have a lot of storage that would be nice for a purse or anything that you would want to keep more close to your feet without having to take up a lot of space. Up top, we do have a sunglasses holder, which is the best feature of the Rendezvous that I have. The Enclave carries that on, but it doesn't have a double. The Rendezvous had a double holder, which is pretty cool. Up top, we've also got controls for OnStar, as well as a bunch of other different things for the liftgate and for garage door openers. Mirrors, let's take a look at mirrors. Plain and simple mirrors, gonna have LED. Those are gonna be very bright lights, no doubt. It does have a microphone up top for any communications, hands-free communication. So overall, I do like the materials. I like the dash, this portion. I don't really like the center console. It's very big, which is nice. Lean test is not too bad. I can't adjust the seats because it's all power, but I would be sitting very far back in it. So let's go ahead and jump in the back and see how the back is. All right, It's got captain's chairs in the second row. It has the same type of layout. It has that nice pretty thing. It has a cup holder right in the door, straight up. That's very nice. All right, I was comfortably sitting in the front seat. This is me in the middle seat, which is actually quite nice. And I don't know. I will try to get in the back. Looks like they stashed the bar for the rear cover to cover your luggage and cargo. That is the bar for that. It looks like somebody broke that or did something. But I do have a lot of leg room. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna try to open the door for some light. We have controls, climate controls, and charging outlets on the center console for the passengers. This third row, let's go ahead and jump back here. Should be able to get in here a little easier, even though I'm gonna bump that thing. Okay. Okay, nope, I am not gonna get back here. That is the third row at its, I'm guessing, major point, and I can't even, yep, you're not gonna get a lot of large humans in the back of the Buick Enclave, sad to say. It does have a sunroof in the back, has HVAC in the back right in your face. Not the worst thing. Oh, it looks like it has hands-free microphones in the back here as well. That's kind of interesting. It does have a power outlet and 2 cup holders. Same on the left side. I'm guessing this is going to be a bench seat. So there would be 3 people that you could fit back here, AKA not fit 3 people back here. And there is still some storage, which is kind of nice, but you sacrifice your third row seating. You sacrifice your third row seating when you have that. So let's go check it in the back really fast. Here it is. So that is the third row all the way up. Not too bad. Do we have any outlets back here? Doesn't appear to be one there. We have one here. Power lift on the seats. Let's go ahead and open up the storage here. No, that's what I'm talking about. That is one of the best things about the Rendezvous as well, was the back storage under the floor, and this one has the same thing in the Enclave. That is a great feature. It's a little hard to stand under this one. I'm 6'4" and I'm hitting my head. I could do it that way. That was one thing that the Rendezvous never had a problem with, was being able to lift under this. But that also could be the 3/4, because now I just push that up a little bit. That does a lot better. So that must be a stopping point where the car has the ability to adjust the lift gate height. Let's see, we've got a handle, which is fantastic. The Rendezvous doesn't have that. Well, again, that is a very old car. So we're looking nice with a handle here. We're looking nice with a button as well to be able to put the lift gate down that way. Overall, I'm guessing, like I said, this is probably a top of the line Enclave at almost $60,000. So what you're getting is a very nice SUV. But there are a lot of other competitors at the same price points. We have the Palisade. We have even the 4Runner, if you top that out in some regard. So there are a bunch of different options. We got the Grand Cherokee. It all kind of just depends on which brand you would like to drive and what your purposes and goals are. So those are my opinions. Those are my views. And this has been Brenton with All Octane for an All Octane review. And until the next one, have a good one.